Hey gorgeous, you work at Hooters in blank. Yeah, only on Tuesday. I work at Liam's the other days. Okay, that's what's up. That Fitzpatrick place, lol? It's crazy because you popped up on people you may know and I recognized that pretty face of yours. Already out of the gate with the Hooters questioning and then the pretty face, you know you're in for a bad time. It can only go down from here. Okay, so we've missed a little bit of context between May 14th and this text. Because this is, I assume before this, she might have said, let's hang out sometime or something along those lines. And he responds with, for sure, we should chill sometime. Oh, you think you're too good or something? You females funny as hell these days, for real, for real. Like you're cute, but to think you're bad enough to ignore me cracks me up. Dog, I don't even owe you an answer. I didn't say you did. I'm just trying to be, I'm just saying you're mediocre. I was trying to be nice. Brother, you didn't get a response for maybe a few hours and you think, oh, you're too good or something. That people have lives outside of texting your dog ass. And by the looks of it, it looks like he's playing a sport here in his profile picture. I don't understand these people and what gets into their minds that just because they're not texting you, they think they're either too good or they're just ignoring you. No, people have lives. I don't understand. And then he responds with, Lamau, besides the fact you ain't all that, humble yourself. Bro, I don't care. Lamau, you're weird as fuck. Just cause I message you to try to chill, alright? Don't make you a bad bitch, lol. You're weird, bro. Look like a damn bird. Please stop before I go in. Lol, have a good day. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? Brother, you're the one that cold messaged this bitch out of the blue and said she was cute. And you immediately started with Hooters. That is not a good thing to start with. You started this relationship, this message, I should say, on the downside, and you're lucky she even fucking responded. Brother, you are nowhere near as smooth as you think you are. He thinks he's way better than he's playing himself up to be. Humble yourself like you're fat. What? Humble yourself like you're fat from bad is what I'm trying to say. Humble yourself like you're fat from bad is what I'm trying to say. You should humble yourself like you know how to speak fucking English, dude. That is not how sentence works. And you talk weird as fuck. Something's up with your mouth. Just be humble. Your lesson learned for today, goofball. Jesus Christ. Who hurt you? Well, I didn't do anything, to you. Nobody could hurt me, bro. Like I said, I'm chillin'. Spelt chillin' wrong too. Just can't stand a female. I fucking hate it when people just say female or male. It's so childish. Unless you are speaking scientifically as a scientist, you should not be saying male or female, period. It is man or woman, at least. Just can't stand a female who thinks she's better than someone. Especially when she ain't even all that. Like, what? And you know you ain't all that. That's the funny part. He really likes to say she ain't all that. He really needs to pick up some new lines. Just humble yourself. This lesson for today, goofball. Who are you? Okay. That's the funny part. You can just tell how insecure you are when you talk. You can just tell how insecure you are. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you can just tell how insecure you are when you talk to you. So she can tell she's insecure when she talks to herself? I think you need to go back to fucking grade school, brother. You can't even speak English correctly. But I don't know, apparently you're a bad bitch all of a sudden on Facebook. Can we go back to that first message where he was the one saying, hey gorgeous, you work at Hooters? He's the one that messaged her. I think he's got this backwards. So in case you didn't get the memo with that set of text messages, welcome to r/niceguys, where people are fucking freaks and I don't understand. It is men trying to hit up women. It is men trying to hit up women, or possibly other men, depending on what sexuality they may be part of. But mostly it is weird dudes hitting up women and absolutely failing horribly. And I'm just gonna be scrolling through and clowning on some people because they fucking deserve it. And it's a good show that no matter how weird you are, how awkward you are, or how nervous you may be, there's always somebody worse. So let's just get straight into the next one. Hey, do you really think you can pull a rich dude? What qualities do you have that a rich dude would want? Yeah, I think I possibly could. Why? I mean, watch Kevin Samuels. Like, what qualities do you possess for a rich man? Already coming off incredibly hostile with, do you really think you can pull a rich dude? If you're gonna ask something like that, not only you should... Okay, let's try and restructure this question in a way that is less combative and less aggressive. You could, let's say, so if you're trying to ask someone if they think they could date a person that is of a wealthier status than they are, you could ask, hey, might I ask? Oh, this is actually a tricky one, because you shouldn't fucking ask this sort of thing to begin with. It's almost like it's a dumb question. No matter what you do, it's gonna be shit. Yeah, you'd have to say something along the lines of, hey, just out of curiosity, do you think you could pull a rich person? And make it a broad question rather than a targeted question, because saying, do you really think you can pull a rich dude is very targeted on someone's mentality, like, hey, you're thinking way above what you can do, and it comes across very derogatory, when what you should ask is just the broader question in general, and then you wait for the response, and then you can ask, what do you think you could do to attract a rich person? There we go, we made it better. We made it an actual conversation that isn't immediately putting the person down. Because this dipshit can't even ask a question correctly. And she says, I'm well educated, grew up in around money, ambitious. You can be ambitious, but that doesn't really mean much. I mean, rich men don't care about that. They want you to look pretty and take care of the kids. I was about to say, that really depends on the person, because a lot of people, when they're rich, they only really care about more money. Sometimes. It really depends on the person, but when it comes to money, I would imagine they care about what anybody else cares about. Living a good life, living up to their ideals and their wants and needs. And sure, that can be having a pretty, or an attractive spouse and children that take care of those children. Growing up around some, it depends, yeah. I don't know, like rich men care about beauty and they have tons of options. I mean, sure, but there's a difference between splashing money and having a genuine connection with someone. I can't imagine Jeff Bezos with his billions upon billions of dollars would want to just pay a woman to be his wife. What a stupid fucking argument. If he's controlling and vapid, then yeah, he would want someone like that. What makes you want to stand out? Are you trying to say I'm not attractive? Apparently. He even doubled down. What makes you stand out is what I'm saying. I look nice when I clean up, but people tell me they love my smile. Bro, that's not enough for a rich man. You're competing with Instagram models like you're not an Instagram model. Immediately saying she's not attractive. You fucked it, brother. You fucked it. Even if you're a rich man yourself, you fucked it. Not all men want Instagram models because they obviously look fake. I mean, shit, he said the same thing. I was about to say, I mean, she's not wrong. A lot of them do look pretty fake because those traditional beauty standards that are placed upon women are pretty tough They're pretty... They're lofted upon women from a very early age, and then they fall into that abyss. And it's the same with them, men. Men have the same issues, just they're different. They go down a different route and are affected in different ways. Everyone has beauty standards that are levied upon them as children that are... And then those insecurities are played upon when they grow up, as they grow up into adults. It just shouldn't be a thing, but it's not exactly something we can control. And then she says, why does it bother you that I now have higher standards? Wait, is there some history here? Those aren't higher standards. A black man with an education should be the bare minimum. Brother, casually pulling out the racism. What the fuck? What does that even mean? A black man with an education should be the bare minimum. I'm sorry, what? Am I just stupid, or is he just immediately pulling out the racism? Oh no, I want someone who also has their shit together financially and is educated. I don't think that's too much to ask. I mean, that's one thing, but you're asking for the top 1%. I don't necessarily mean, yeah. Saying together financially and is educated is not the top 1%. Being put together financially and educated means they've been through school, and I would assume through to the end of high school and graduated high school is what she's referring to. Maybe tertiary education, but that's up in the air. We don't have any answers for that. But put together financially, that just means stable with money, so they're not worried about living expenses. They have enough money to exist and do what they want to. And responsible with their money enough to support themselves and possibly someone else. It seems like what she wants is what I have heard called as a trad husband, so she can be a trad wife. I'm assuming, I don't know, I'm just making assumptions based on the context she is putting out. But yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be the top 1%. Top 5% is good. Even that is still a lot. The top 5% is still very rich. That's a bit much. You said rich. You even misspelled Lamau. To be honest, what even is the top 5%? Almost $500,000 a year. As a doctor, that's what I'll be making, so I want someone in a similar bracket. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, that's understandable. Kind of. I mean, this is just my personal opinion. You guys, you can have whatever opinion you fucking want. But it is understandable trying to... being in a relationship with someone around the same wage bracket, because then you understand the similar lifestyles they have, and it becomes a lot easier managing finances. But I guess it also makes sense, because if you are working as a doctor, you can date within your field, and you'll know you'll be dating someone around the same sort of money and lifestyle anyway, so it wouldn't be that much more difficult. That being said, still a little crazy. Something else, I think she's also looking for a partner to go into marriage just by the way she's speaking, because it seems like it's saying like $500,000 a year as a doctor, that's what I'll be making, someone in a similar bracket. That sort of, to me, sounds like she's trying to date to marry in this scenario, but this goober isn't understanding that. Out of medical school, you really think you'll be making $500K? Well, Google does say yes, so... Exactly. Doctors make a lot of fucking money. Like, actual doctors who do the surgeries and stuff. I'm not fully educated in the medical field. It is not something I'm familiar with. I'm more artistically inclined, so I've never looked into the medical fields. But I do know that doctors make a lot of fucking money. I think I saw somewhere a few years ago that neurosurgeons, so the ones that work in the brain, make, I think it was like $1 million a year or something like that. It was an insane number. But anyway, she responds with, not straight out, but after residency as a radiologist, yeah, I can make close to that in the first year. Yeah, you're right. Hey, at least he relented there, so I'll give him props on that. Working as radiologist, so I believe that entails like x-rays and pretty much anything to do with radiation, so I would assume chemotherapy, working with cancer patients and all that sort of stuff as well. I believe I could be wrong. Feel free to correct me in the comments. I mean, good luck to you. Are you upset? Nobody is upset. I just don't want you to be like these delusional black women. Dude! What is with the racism? Also, he is very clearly upset. Maybe not like pissing and shitting and crying upset, but he's definitely like, yeah, kicks rock. That's cool, good luck. I'm building my own wealth, I already have my own stuff. I just want someone who is the same. I'm not the stay home, getting Botox, nails done, IG model type. I mean, makes sense if you're being a doctor. I would hope not. Dude, you aren't even in a relationship with this woman. Shut the fuck up. I want to build several businesses and it would be great to have a husband. Yeah, exactly. She's dating to marry. That would want to be with me while I do. Yeah, I gotcha. And he doesn't have to be rich. And he doesn't have to be rich off the bat. He just has to be educated and ambitious. Which is fair. You wouldn't want someone who's just got no ambition, who's just slumping around, not doing anything with their life. Your reaction feels strange. How? What the fuck do you mean how? You said, yeah, I gotcha, nobody is upset, good luck to you. You're talking very dry, brother. Speak up. Just telling me I don't have the qualities for my standards. Feels sort of mean. I'm being honest, would you rather have Kevin Samuels tell you if he was alive, he'd fire you to oblivion? I'm being nice about it. You're judging her entirely on her ambitions as not only a woman, but a woman in the workplace and what she wants to achieve in her life. You're just being fucking rude, dog. Calm down. It's not that serious. Also, who is Kevin Samuels? Okay, I'm gonna Google that real quick, hold on. So apparently Kevin Samuels is an internet figure who was popularized because of his his takes on gender issues from the quick 5-minute Google search that I did. What the fuck does he have to do with this conversation? Huh? It feels like you're calling me ugly. And Kevin Samuels was problematic, by the way. Oh, there you go. Not even helping. Oh, I just noticed a word I have to edit out. I mean, you said you wanted to raise your standards. Then you flat out say you want a rich slur. I can't say that word. There's nothing wrong with her wanting to raise her standards. She can raise her standards if she wants to try and fight for a better life and a better future for her, herself, and her possible... Wait, did I say her, herself, and... There's nothing wrong with her trying to fight for a better future for herself and possibly her future children. If she wants to have children, I'm assuming, making generalizations, because... It seems like that's the direction she's trying to go for, and this guy is just judging her for it for no reason. Granted, we can't make assumptions about him, but the fact that he's acting in a way trying to put her down, like keep her in a spot where he is, it's so manipulative. This one's not as bad as some of the others so far, not pulling out. I mean, they put out a slur, but not any slurs to put someone down. It's insane because they're trying to put them down, to keep it, seemingly put them down and keep them in a spot where they can get to them, and then they can possibly make her theirs. It's so gross. I guess I should say financially successful, like someone who would be making around the same as me. Do you expect a doctor to date a broke man who plays video games all day? Hey, no need to call me out. But I mean, that's a little... I will disagree with that. I can understand where she's coming from, of course. You wouldn't really expect, or from the outside, a doctor to date someone who just sits around and plays video games all day. Absolutely. But at the same time, that is still a dynamic that could exist. I am just saying this as a broad statement, but it could be a household that is a flip of the gender norms, where the woman is the breadwinner, goes out and makes all the money, comes home, and the husband is the one that takes care of the kids. Like, that could be a household that exists. So it would be a woman in a high-paying field doing really well for herself, while the man stays home, takes care of the kids, and so happens to play video games during the day. That's just an example. It can exist, so I'm just saying I don't really agree or like this statement by her, because anyone can do whatever the fuck they want. They can date whoever the fuck they want. But I can absolutely understand where she is coming from. I'm not saying I don't. I'm not being rude, calm down. Dude, yeah, you literally told me you just told me I'm not attractive enough for a man with money. After being such a good friend to you. Yeah, she hasn't been very combative through this, just trying to explain herself. I'd be realistic with you. I said I'd be realistic with you. Would you rather me tell you or some man in the street? Why is it such an issue that I have standards? Nobody said it's an issue. I said be realistic. Brother, she's trying to be a doctor. I say trying to be because I don't know if she is. She's trying to be a doctor. It is fucking realistic to date someone around the same wage bracket as you. That is not unrealistic. Just because someone has money doesn't mean they're looking for someone of the, quote, similar bracket, whether it be in beauty, money, or other standards. Just because someone is wealthy does not mean they're looking for someone hot. That's not how that works. If I had money, I would still be looking for the same types of people. Which I'm not going to specify. So, just because she wants to find someone of a similar or better standard doesn't mean it's unrealistic. It's so one-dimensional and fucking manipulative, trying to keep her down from what she wants to achieve. You tell me you're not pretty enough for what I want. That's incredibly rude. After all the time I've been nice to you. You aren't being honest. If you aren't, oh my god, you aren't. If I'm being honest, I'd rather tell you it than find out the hard way. I don't know why I'm struggling with reading so much. I'm very sorry. And you're not being considerate of my feelings when I tell you that. Right now, you're being a bad friend. He absolutely is being a bad friend. He's trying to... It is incredibly manipulative and derogatory to say all these things, because he's just putting it down, trying to keep her in a low spot for no fucking reason. Bro, high-value men are rarer than shiny Pokemon. What the fuck? Oh god, bring out the high-value shit. People don't have... Oh my god. The manosphere bullshit really fucking annoys me. High value man, low value man. Who fucking cares? Every man is the same. The only difference is how they treat others. That's where the value comes from. Because if you treat someone like this, you are a piece of shit. And you don't deserve shit. I'm just asking what you... Oh my god. I'm just asking you what qualities do you have to qualify for one. I've been focusing on myself. Good. It's always good to focus on yourself. I come from a family with money and connections, well educated, speak 3 languages, very charitable. I grew up around these people, so I know. So she knows what she's talking about. She is familiar with people with money, so she understands how people with money would think, and she's trying to push towards that. It's totally understandable. This fucking idiot's speaking from nothing. So do I. What's your point? I'm above a high-value man, but you don't see me going around saying I want a supermodel. Just be humble with it. Damn. Brother, how can you be above a high-value man in your fucking eyes? To be... So what, you're a super value man? The fuck does that even mean? So you're saying you're better than the 1% of... You're the 0.1% of the 0.1%? So you're like one of 10,000 people, and that is stretching it a lot? Are you really trying to say you're higher than a high value man? Exactly, thank you. I mean, I'm a high value man, but I don't go around bragging about it. I stay low key and to my thoughts. Brother, no you won't. If you're saying you're above a high value man, you are not keeping it to yourself for your thoughts. That is bragging about it. You aren't qualified in the looks department for it. You want me to lie to you? You know damn well I go hard for black women. Jesus Christ. You aren't qualified in the looks department? Alright, she needs to hit up the looks department and then head to the money department so she can get a man from the relationships department, I guess. Brother needs to head back to the fucking lobotomite department and find the other part of his frontal lobe they took out. That's very fucking rude. I'm so disappointed in you. It's not rude, I'm being honest. I know why me moving on is such a problem for you. Slur, N-word. What the fuck are you talking about? He said sigh? Who the fuck says sigh in text? I'm gonna stop before I have a conniption about that. Do you think me wanting someone who is financially successful brothers... Do you think me wanting someone who is financially successful... Oh, bothers you. I don't know why I said brothers. Bothers you because you aren't yourself, so you see it as an attack? What are you talking about? You keep hyperfixating on that part. And that part isn't even what's the most important. She hit the nail on the head. She called him out. She wants something better than what he is, and he is absolutely hurt by it. She hit him with the stun lock. Got him in a 3-piece hyper combo. I'm being binnest. Can't even spell honest. Missed the H and the O. You want me to lie to you? I want you to not be an asshole. Exactly. No one likes an asshole. The way you speak to women is the reason why you're single. Oh, fucking driving the knife and twisting it. Shut the fuck up. You say rude things and then label us as emotional when you get upset. Oh, damn. She is fucking cooking his hams. I don't agree with you saying you can't get a rich man. I don't agree with you saying you can get a rich man. Misspelled man. Wait, a rich man looking makes me an incel. Huh? What? She hits the heart and then he says, bro, I'm not speaking to you bad. What is he? She really stun locked him to oblivion. It's just you latched onto the part and went crazy with it and you told me to shut the fuck up. Which is incredibly rude. You're the one who brought it up. You are, oh. You are, and then... Okay, that just cuts off then. Y'all be honest with men and call them bums. Why can't I be honest with women? I don't know when she said that. She never called anybody a bum. She just said she wants to date men around the same sort of financial area as she is in the same field. She has standards and she's trying to... There's nothing wrong with having standards. It's when you take those standards and absolutely run to the fucking most extreme ends of the spectrum as you can. It's why a lot of men get upset about the height thing, and then some insane men have taken to using weight as the counter argument. It's so dumb. Of course you can have your standards. If a woman wants a man who is 5'6" or above, sure. If a woman wants a man who is 6 foot or above, sure. Perhaps there are reasons. Instead of getting defensive about it, how about you ask, oh, why is that your preference? Why do you think that way? Why do you look for a man of that height? And then you can get some context behind it. Who knows? They could have security issues. They don't feel safe and they want a partner that can make them feel safe, and having that height difference helps them feel safe. It's all about the context. I know if I were dating a woman, it doesn't personally matter to me what height they are. Tall is good, short is good. Because short, small little bean, tall... Well, I'm not going to finish my thoughts there. And then she responds with, no, but don't say, oh my god, don't say they see me as just for sex. You're not being honest. You're upset you can't live up to many women's expectations, so you take it out on them. She is absolutely steaming his hams. This is gonna be a fucking flawless victory out of this. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm being honest. I can get any woman I want. You're the one that's the ugly duckling. Why are you talking to me like that? He is so stun-locked on just attractive. I'm attractive. You're not attractive. I'm better than you. I can do what I want. You're not good. You're saying me I'm not good. Well, fuck you. I'm good. You're not good. What are you saying? He is so stuck at... Who Who the fuck your ugly fresh off the boat ass I'm talking to? My parents make 3 times the money you make. Fresh off the boat? Another word I have to censor. Don't start with me. I'll have you cry all night. I asked you. I was born here. You don't know anything about my family's financial situation. You think I'm redacted beneath you. What the fuck is he saying? Just randomly off the boat ass pulling out the racism. What the fuck is this? And wait, I just realized my parents make 3 times the money you make. So is this person still living off mommy and daddy's money? He's not even making his own and still trying to flex that he's better? Dude, get a fucking grip. Who you ugly ass talking to like that? You. Oh, that is some fighting words. You come from nothing, you want shit, you're a piece of shit. Okay, this seems to just be turning into ugly belittling arguments. You're literally uglier than a bottom of an Adidas basketball shoe. Okay, that's a pretty good one. And you can't get a high value man, you're too ugly for it, and no one wants you. No one, yeah, this is just going back and forth. And this is also where it ends. And with that one, I'm gonna end this one here. That was a fucking nasty one. I was expecting to do more, but holy shit. So that was r/niceguys. I think next time I might do r/nicegirls just to try and even it out a bit. So we looked at the guys. Next time we'll look at the women. But let me know, have you ever had conversations like this before? Have you ever run into a nice guy or a nice girl before? If you have, let me know in the comments. If you like this video, consider leaving it a like. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. We upload daily around here, and you can join the Discord in the description. Come, join the conversation, and have some input on what we do around here. I thank you so much for watching, and I thank you for your patronage.